Have you ever felt?
It's the Rob's Rant Show with your host, Rob Bell.
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This is Rob Bell, and this is Rob's Rant.
I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, "I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore!"
In this country, they say you can't get away with murder. Well, if I mention two names to you, Vinson and Michael Slager, can you say they got away with murder? Police Officer Vinson, Police Officer Michael Slager got away with murder. Police Officer Vinson from the Charlotte, North Carolina Police Department got away with murder. He killed somebody, and the grand jury saw it fit not to indict him. They did not even bring charges against him. Police Officer Michael Slager was found to have a mistrial. The jury could not even come back with enough votes or a verdict to say he was guilty for killing somebody in North Charleston, South Carolina. I'm going to show you a picture of these two police officers and the videos that were associated with the incidents for which they were charged with. And although, the video may be inconclusive as far as you're concerned, they say a picture speaks 1,000 words. Well, I think a video should speak 2,000 words. And in these two respective cases, I'm going to let you make the decision. Check these videos out.
Don't shoot him. Don't shoot him. He has no weapon. He has no weapon. Don't shoot him. Don't shoot him. Don't shoot him. He didn't do anything. He doesn't have a gun. He has a TBI. He's not going to do anything to you guys. He just took his medicine.
Drop the gun.
Keith, don't let them break the windows. Come on out the car.
Drop the gun.
Keith, don't do it.
Drop the gun.
Keith, get out the car. Keith, don't you do it. Don't you do it. Keith, don't you do it. Did you shoot him? Did you shoot him? Did you shoot him? He better not be dead. He better not be dead. I know that much. I know that much. He better not be dead. I'm not gonna come near you. I'm gonna record though. I'm not coming near you. I'm gonna record though. He better be alive because I'm coming. You better be alive. How about that?
Just released video appears to show the moment when a police officer fatally shot a South Carolina driver whom he had pulled over this weekend. The victim's family attorney, who gave that video to ABC News, believes it could prove the officer used excessive force. North Charleston officer Michael Slager shot Walter Scott, a 50-year-old man who died shortly after the incident. The police incident report states that Slager called in a traffic stop in the area and then advised officers that he was in foot pursuit of the driver of the vehicle. During his next call on the police radio, according to the police report, Slager said, "Shots fired and the subject is down. He took my taser."
Video shows police officer Michael Slager shoots 50-year-old Walter Scott in the back at least 8 times as he ran away.
Well, what do you think? Apparently, the juries in both of these cases felt they did not get enough evidence that was conclusive enough to charge Officer Vinson in Charlotte, North Carolina. His charges were not even brought to court. The grand jury didn't see fit to even make an indictment. And in the trial of Officer Michael Slager, the jury couldn't even come back with a verdict. They came back with a mistrial. So subsequently, both of these police officers walk for killing 2 black men in America. And as I've stated time and time and time again, and I sound like a broken record with this, and it's a shame that the record has to be broken and I sound like that. Police officers do not go to jail in America for killing black people. They just don't. And it's ridiculous. Hold your breath, because we got one more police officer that's going to go on trial for killing a black man in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Police Officer Betty Shelby is about to go on trial. And I can almost guarantee you that she's going to walk also. So that's going to be the hat trick. 3 police officers are going to walk for killing 3 black men in America. And it's totally and utterly ridiculous. And we stand by and don't do a damn thing about it. You know, we have a couple of protests for a couple of days, and then that's it. We just let it happen. You know, protest without action is nothing. We can speak and cry and shout all we want. If there's no action behind it, it doesn't mean a damn thing. It doesn't. Nobody is, going to the local legislator. Nobody is going to the local district attorney's office. Nobody is going to the state government's government attorney's office. Nobody is challenging the Department of Justice and asking them to come in and look at these particular cases, because the way they did in Baltimore, quite frankly, after those police officers walked, the Department of Justice came in and found a plethora of failures in terms of how that particular police department was ran. And I can almost tell you that if the Department of Justice goes into a lot of these police departments around the country, they'll find those same failures. But nobody is challenging the Department of Justice. And I say nobody, I mean African Americans, because we're the ones that's the victim of these crimes. We're not even challenging this. All we want to do is protest. Why? Because we like to be seen. We like to be heard. We like the grandstand. But when it comes to action and doing something about it and being serious about having some effective change, we don't do that. I put a post on Facebook the other day and called us the Turn Your Cheek race. We'd rather turn the cheek as opposed to doing something about it. I got to tell you, and just before I get into this, I'm going to let you see this last video and let you make your decision about the situation with Officer Betty Shelby. Check this one out.
Michael, hit the recorder. This guy's still walking and following commands.
Time for a taser, I think.
That's got a feeling that's about to happen.
That looks like a bad dude, too. To be honest with you.
Which way are they facing?
Police 1, they're facing westbound. I think he may have just been tasered.
Shots fired!
Ooh.
321, we have shots fired. We have 1 suspect down. We need to enter here.
They need to get this eastbound closed down if they could, because they're not going to be able to let anybody.
Okay. Police 1, we're going to need to get eastbound 36.
I got to tell you that if these incidents continue to occur, there is going to be hell to pay like nothing else in this country, because, we're going to have to get to a point where we're tired of this. You cannot keep killing us and think that we're not going to do anything about it, and pulling the wool over our eyes and charging police officers and taking them to the grand jury and taking them to a trial, and the end result always being that these police officers walk. Enough is enough. I'm doing a documentary right now called 13 Riots, and I've documented the most horrific riots of this country's history. And they have all been a result of African Americans being treated like second-class citizens or an incident of police brutality. And I'm going to tell you, there's going to be a time coming soon in this country where there's going to be a combination of cities that does something that's going to be so horrific that the government is just not going to be prepared for it. Because, you know, America, as they've always done, continues to think that as African Americans, we're just going to lay down and let you step on our back. And they think just because Martin Luther King is not around anymore and Malcolm X is not around anymore, and we don't have any quote-unquote prolific leaders to lead us into whatever we need to do to make some effective change, they can just continue to do what they want to do. Now they got this Mr. Donald Trump in office who has his views about what America should be and how he wants to make it great again, which does not include equality and justice for anybody. America is a powder keg that is getting ready to explode. And if America doesn't take a step back and check itself, we're going to blow up and burn in the fire. This is Rob Bell, and this is Rob Win.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah.